Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Masterpiece Lounge. I am your hostess, certified life coach, author, and speaker, Chrisnatha DeRozier. So let me first say to you, Happy New Year. Happy New Year. I am so excited to be here with you all today. So if it's your first time, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. Super excited to be here with another segment of the Masterpiece Lounge. And I did want to let you know that we are starting a series. So, for the next few segments, we're going to be talking specifically about strategic planning. Strategic planning. So, go ahead and say hi down in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from and be sure to share this with a friend. So the next few segments, we're going to be discussing strategic planning. And I thought that that was really important to talk about because, it's that time of year where we're all trying to make sure that we start off on the right foot. And so I wanted to discuss strategic planning and provide some tools and some information that's definitely going to assist you do just that. And so that's what we're going to be talking about the next few weeks, strategic planning. So be sure to make note of that for all my note takers, okay? Strategic planning. But yes, so this segment today is going to specifically focus on setting goals. So that's what we're talking about today, setting goals. Yes, you've been hearing about this for the last few weeks, and you're going to hear about it again today. It is so important to set goals. Why is it important? Also, before I jump right in, I want to start off by saying if you are watching on Facebook, make sure you hit the like button as well. Subscribe, follow. If you're watching on YouTube world, be sure to subscribe as well. But yes, definitely share this with a friend in your network because I think it's going to be super beneficial. But why is it so important to set goals? Goal setting is so important because it helps trigger new behavior. It helps to trigger new behavior. We all know this saying, if you keep doing the same thing, you'll get the same results, right? And we don't want the same results. And so we want new results. We want better results. We want to go higher. We want to go up, right? And so for that to happen, we have to trigger new behavior. The behavior has to change, right? And so that's what setting goals does. It helps trigger new behaviors. It helps guides our focus. It helps you sustain that momentum in your life and even in your business. Now, let's be honest. How many of us have an issue with staying focused? This is a judge-free zone, by the way, so I'm not judging you. So it's okay to go ahead and be honest, okay? But how many of us have an issue with staying focused? How many of us are serial starters? We will start project after project after project, set goal after goal after goal, only to not finish, right? Some of us are guilty of this. Don't feel bad about it, but it's good to be aware, right? That's the first step, is self-awareness, right? And so many of us, our focus shifts. And I'll say this, I'll throw this in there. This is the year and the season and the time to focus on your goals. Not saying you can't be a great helper and encourager to someone else, but focus on you. Okay, that is a word for somebody. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. Focus on you. That doesn't mean you can't help people, because that's a beautiful thing. But don't lose focus trying to save everyone and you haven't handled your business. All right, so we are responsible for the next 12 months, right? And so we're going to take that responsibility very seriously, right? We're doing this as a community. And so, yes, stay focused, everyone. Stay focused. I know life happens. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about what you are in control of. Okay. So, goals also help align your focus and promote a sense of self mastery. So we want to make sure we are aligning our focus. What are we aligning our focus with? We are aligning our focus with what we are needing to do and happen in this season, at this time in our lives. What is the priority? And so I want you to get really clear about what is the priority for you. What is the priority for you right now in your life right now? Not what people say the priority should be, but what is the priority? What's the urgency? What's important? What is important? So I want you to set those goals in order of priority, right? That is key. What's important to you right now? So take some time to figure that out and really get clear, because clarity is going to play a big role in setting your goals as well. Okay. In the end, you can't manage what you don't measure. That's another word. We dropping gems today. In the end, you cannot manage what you don't measure. And you can't improve upon something you don't properly manage. That is a whole word in itself. So that's just some of the reasons why goal setting is so important. Now, let's jump to your goals being smart. Are your goals smart? This is not a trick question, right? We're not suggesting that anybody's goals are less than smart. Let me explain. Are your goals smart? Okay, now let's talk about it. SMART is an acronym. I don't want anyone to get offended, right? So let me explain. So SMART is an acronym. Goals are part of every aspect of our life, our business, and just every other aspect of who we are, right? It provides a sense of direction. Goals really provide a sense of direction. You know what you're working on, you know where you're headed, and now you just need to take steps toward that, right? Each and every day. So yes, it provides a sense of direction, motivation, a clear focus, right? We talked about clarity earlier, a clear focus, and it clarifies the importance, the priority, right? So by setting goals, you're providing yourself with a target to aim for. What are you aiming for in this hour? What are you aiming for in this season? What are you aiming for at this stage in your life? At this age and stage of your life, right? And your business. What are you aiming for? In your relationships, what are you aiming for socially, right? Like, what are you aiming for financially? What are you aiming for regarding your health and wellness? What are you aiming for? What is the bigger vision? Is it to be healthy, right? And what does that look like for you? So you got to get really, really clear, really, really clear. So a SMART goal is used to help guide your goal setting. So it's used as a guidance. So SMART is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. All right. So for all my note takers, I hope that you caught that, right? So SMART is an acronym that stands for specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. All right. Hi, Vernon. Hello. Hi, Vernon. So yes, that is what, that is what SMART goals stand for. See if we can go ahead and add it there. Okay, so that's what the acronym stands for, SMART goals. Specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. So for all my note takers, there you go right there. Go ahead and jot it down. Take a screenshot, whatever you like. So it helps guide. It helps guide you in your goal setting. All right, that's really, really important. Okay, so with that being said, I have a few quotes I want to share with you just to get you thinking, right? Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans. Life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans. Another quote is, life is change, growth is optional. So change is going to happen all of the time, but you decide whether or not you want to grow. That's a decision. You have to be extremely intentional about growing in any way, right? Also, happiness is not a goal, it is a byproduct. Sometimes people, you may hear someone say, I just want to be happy. What's the goal? I just want to be happy. What does happy look like? What does that mean? You're happy if this happens, you're happy if that happens. Like, what makes you come to the space of happy, right? And so it's really important to be specific about the very thing that you are aiming for. And if you're not clear what that is, then it's time to take some time and really do some reflection and, yeah, get clear about what's important to you. When setting goals, there are some other things I want to share with you as well. The first thing is to measure your success against what you've already achieved. So no other person is your competition, so to speak. You just want to make sure that you're growing. So you are looking at what you have done already, and then it helps you to see where you want to go, right? So you're measuring your success against what you've already achieved. You're not looking at anyone else. We have tunnel vision and we are focused, right? Number two is to train yourself for awareness of your thoughts and presence. What are you thinking? What are the thoughts that are coming into your mind? Are you aware of that? And are you present? Are you present? I have to be honest. There was a time where I was not always present. Wherever I was physically there, right? In my body. But I was always thinking about what I had to do later, what I had to do the next day. And so I was already kind of like just trying to figure out, oh my gosh, but how am I going to take care of that thing for tomorrow, right? Do I have that meeting at 3 tomorrow? When I just should have been enjoying this moment that I was in with the people that I love, right? And so that was an issue. That was definitely an issue. And so it's really important that we are intentional about being clear, but being present as well. And sometimes the goal for the day is to be present. The goal for the day is to be present. Mind blown, right? Sometimes that's the goal for the day. What do I want to achieve today? I want to be present. I want to show up in every meeting and be present. I want to show up and be my best self. I want to contribute in a great way, and I want to leave my mark. And when I walk in the room, I'd love to change the atmosphere, right? That is an amazing goal, right? That's an incredible goal. And so being intentional, sometimes we think of our goals as these really huge milestones, and they can be, but it could also be, I'm going to be consistent. I'm going to show up. I'm going to reach these benchmarks that I have set for myself. And if I miss the mark, I'm going to show myself grace and I'm going to try again. Isn't that awesome? Nowhere in this segment we're talking about perfection, by the way. Nowhere in this segment are we talking about perfection, but we are talking about progress, and we are talking about being intentional, and we are talking about showing up and showing up for you. It's you. You're doing this for you. And then, of course, your obedience, your sacrifice, your focus does ultimately bless so many other people too. But ultimately, it starts with you. It starts with you. And so, yes, so we're not talking about being perfect. We're just always talking about progression for ourselves, right? Just showing up, and then showing up and saying, this is what I contribute because I am amazing. And without me, this project won't be the same. This company won't be the same. This department won't be the same. This family won't be the same. This friend circle won't be the same without me because I contribute so much. And so I want to do me really, really well. How many of you want to do you really, really well? I want to do me really, really well. I would hate to really master being somebody else and fail at being myself, right? I don't want to fail at being myself. I want to master being Chrisnatha, and I'll let you do what you do best, right? And so that's what I want for you as well. And so, guys, that is what we have today for our segment of strategic planning, setting goals. We're going to be talking about different aspects of strategic planning for the next few weeks because I really want us to get the message that it's important to be intentional about our lives. It's important. And let's start early. Let's stay focused. And let's make sure that we are progressing as a person. So I'm so happy that you guys tuned in. I'm loving all the comments. You guys are enjoying this, so that makes me happy. So guys, I want you to stay connected with me. I am at Chrisnatha everywhere on all social media platforms. Chrisnatha DeRozier. I'm the only one, right? Or you can also go to www.iaaminstitute.com, and you'll also be able to sign up for our mailing list, grab my free ebook, and also we also have some on-demand courses and services as well that you can also take advantage of as well. So I'll go ahead, make sure I add that to the screen there. So iaaminstitute.com. So I'm a Masterpiece Institute. Stay connected, guys. I'm going to be back with so much more goodness over the next few weeks. And yeah, it's going to be great. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. And if you drop your information down in the chat, you will be getting an email from me today. So thank you as well. Guys, thank you so much. I'm Chrisnatha DeRozier, certified life coach, author, and speaker, signing off until next time. And until then, be well. Be blessed, everyone. Have a great day.